Hi, I'm Luna. I come here every day to share a gentle little story with you. If you enjoy quiet stories like this, feel free to subscribe and listen along whenever you need a soft moment. Tonight's story is called Starlight Over the Quiet Rooftop. Mira liked to escape to the rooftop when the city grew too loud. Up there, the air felt cooler and the sky looked a little closer, even though the city lights never really went to sleep. Tonight the apartment windows below glowed like tiny scattered islands, and a river of car lights whispered through the distance. She sat on an old folding chair, hugging her knees, listening to the wind brush past the laundry lines. It had been a long week of deadlines, buzzing messages, and a phone screen that never stopped lighting up. Downstairs everything felt like static, but up here the static faded and she could hear her own breathing again. Mira tilted her head back and searched the sky for the shape of Orion, the only constellation she could name without an app. There it was, faint but steady, hanging just above the crooked antennas and water tanks. When she was little, her grandfather used to tell her that every star was a tiny window where someone, somewhere, was making a wish. Back then, she thought wishes could quietly rearrange the world for her. Growing up had taught her that life didn't work like that. Wishes didn't finish homework, undo mistakes, or answer unread emails. But as the wind tugged gently at her hair, she wondered if maybe wishes weren't about changing the world at all. Maybe they were just reminders to keep looking up. She pulled a small notebook from her hoodie pocket, its pages filled with half-finished sketches and scattered ideas. For weeks she had been stuck on the last panel of a short comic she was drawing, a quiet story about a girl who finds a star in her mailbox. No matter how she tried, she couldn't decide how it should end. Should the star disappear? Should it stay? Should the girl share it, or keep it to herself? Mira tapped her pen gently against the page, the soft tap-tap echoing into the night. A distant dog barked, somewhere a motorcycle started and then faded away. This rooftop, she realized, felt like a panel between the busy day and whatever came next. She looked at Orion again and took a slow breath. What if the star in the story didn't have to fix anything? What if it simply arrived, shone for a while, and reminded the girl she was allowed to want more quiet nights like this? Mira smiled, the tightness in her chest loosening just a little. On a fresh page she sketched a final scene, the girl sitting on a rooftop, star resting in her hands, with her phone turned face down beside her. No dramatic twist, no big goodbye, just a still moment where the girl decided that small peaceful nights could also be a kind of miracle. Mira closed her notebook and placed it on her lap. Above her, a plane crossed the sky, its blinking lights moving like a slow, determined star. For the first time in days, she didn't feel rushed. She let herself make a wish, not for perfection or success, but for more time to notice tiny windows of calm hidden inside noisy days. The wind answered by lifting a corner of her hair, as if nodding in agreement. Somewhere between the distant traffic and the whisper of the laundry lines, her heart felt just a little lighter under the starlight. And that's the end of today's story. I'm Luna, thank you so much for listening. If this story kept you company, please consider subscribing, sharing it with a friend, or leaving your thoughts in the comments below.